The average knowledge worker wastes 41% of their workday on tasks a machine could handle right now. That's not a productivity problem. That's a tools problem. Here are 7 AI tools that are about to fix it. Let's be honest. You've got too many tabs open, too many meetings on the calendar, too many things that feel urgent, but probably aren't. And somewhere buried under all of that is the actual work you got into this for. The creative stuff, the strategic stuff, the stuff only you can do. By the end of this video, you're going to have 7 specific tools and the exact workflows that strip away the repetitive noise so you can get back to what actually moves the needle. We're talking meeting notes, design, video editing, automation, voiceovers, all of it. And most of these have free tiers, so there's zero excuse not to start today. Let's get into it. Tool number 1. You know ChatGPT. You've probably used it to write an email or two. But here's where most people get this completely wrong. They treat it like a search engine instead of a personal assistant that's been briefed on everything about their business. The move that saves the most time isn't the basic chat window. It's custom GPTs. You can build a version of ChatGPT that already knows your brand voice, your standard operating procedures, your most common client questions. And every time you open it, you don't have to re-explain the context. You just ask. That alone eliminates maybe an hour of repetitive prompting every single day. And with GPT 4.0, you can drop in an image of a competitor's website and say, "Write me a comparison page for my product." And it does it. The big pro here is versatility. There is no tool with a bigger ecosystem or more integrations. The con? If you don't guide it well, it will confidently give you wrong information. Always verify anything factual. Pricing is free to start, and $20 a month for Plus. Here's my honest take. If you're not using custom GPTs, don't upgrade. You're paying for a feature you're ignoring. But if you do use them, best $20 you'll spend all month. Tool 2 is Notion AI. And if you're already living inside Notion for project management and docs, this one is a no-brainer. Here's where most people get this wrong. They use Notion AI just to fix grammar or reword sentences. That's like using a race car to park. The real time saver is letting it auto-generate your meeting notes, project outlines, and status summaries. You paste in a raw transcript, hit summarize, and in about 10 seconds you've got a clean, structured document with action items pulled out automatically. No more spending 45 minutes writing up a recap after every call. The pro is that it lives right inside your existing workspace. No switching apps, no copy-pasting between tools. The con is that the AI features cost an extra $10 a month on top of your regular Notion subscription, which does sting a little. But if Notion is already your home base, it's the most frictionless upgrade on this list. Tool 3. Meetings. The absolute black hole of the modern workday. Otter.ai is an AI meeting assistant that joins your Zoom or Google Meet call, records it, transcribes every word in real time, and then hands you a summary with action items before you've even stood up from your desk. You never have to take notes in a meeting again. Think about what that actually means. You can be fully present in the conversation instead of half listening while you type. That presence alone changes the quality of your work. The accuracy on Otter is genuinely impressive, especially with multiple speakers. It integrates directly with Zoom and Google Meet, so it joins automatically. You don't have to remember to start it. The con is that the free tier only gives you 300 minutes per month, which sounds like a lot until you have a few long calls in 1 week. The pro plan is $16.99 a month, and honestly, if meetings are eating your life, that's an easy investment to justify. Which of these tools have you tried so far? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious where most people are starting. Seriously, I look at the comments every week and it's always interesting to see which tools people actually know about versus the ones that surprise them. Tool 4, Canva AI, specifically the Magic Studio Suite. And this one is for everyone who's ever spent 2 hours on a slide deck and still ended up with something that looked like it was made in 2009. Magic Design lets you type a description of what you need: a pitch deck, a set of social graphics, a promotional video. And it generates complete design templates from that prompt, not just blank layouts, actually designed, styled, ready to edit outputs. You go in, swap your content, and you're done. For entrepreneurs and creators who aren't designers, this is genuinely life-changing. The pro is that Magic Design generates entire multi-slide presentations from a single description. The con is that some of the more advanced AI features still feel like they're in beta. Honestly, the video generation is hit or miss right now. But even with that, the design side alone is worth the upgrade. Free to start, $13 a month for Pro. Tool 5 is Descript. And if you create any kind of video or podcast content, I need you to stop what you're doing and pay attention to this one. Descript lets you edit video and audio by editing text. You read through the transcript of your recording. You delete the words you don't want, and the footage disappears with them. No timeline scrubbing, no razor tool, no hunting through a 45-minute recording for the one sentence you want to cut. It's the most significant shift in how video editing works since the nonlinear editor was invented, and I'm not being dramatic. On top of that, the studio sound feature removes background noise, room echo, and mic hiss in one click. You can record in your kitchen and come out sounding like a professional studio. The pro is that text-based editing is genuinely revolutionary for anyone producing content regularly. The con is that it can get slow when you're working with long, high-resolution 4K projects. Pricing is free to start, $24 a month for the business tier. Let's keep moving because this next one is my favorite on the entire list. Tool 6, Zapier AI. Zapier has been connecting apps and automating workflows for years, but the AI layer they've added changes everything. Instead of clicking through drop-downs to build an automation, you just describe what you want in plain English. You type something like, "When I get an invoice email, save the attachment to Drive and notify me in Slack," and it builds the automation for you. The volume of repetitive microtasks this eliminates is staggering. Lead comes in through a form, automatically create a CRM record, send a welcome email, and add a task to your project board, all without touching it. The pro is the natural language interface. It makes automation accessible to people who would never have used Zapier before. The con is that complex multi-step workflows with conditional logic still need some manual configuration. Free tier gets you 100 tasks a month, and paid plans start at $30. Tool 7 is ElevenLabs, and this one is specifically for anyone who creates content, courses, ads, or anything that needs a voiceover. Recording yourself is time-consuming. Re-recording because you stumbled over a word is maddening. ElevenLabs lets you generate realistic AI voiceovers in minutes, and the quality is genuinely at the point where most listeners can't tell the difference. You can also clone your own voice from a 30-second sample. Once that clone exists, you type what you want to say and it reads it in your voice. Update a script, regenerate the audio. Done. No re-recording, no audio editing. The pro is that ElevenLabs has the most realistic AI voices available right now, and the cloning process is almost shockingly fast. The con is that if you listen closely, some voices still carry a subtle AI quality. It's getting better every month, but it's not invisible. Free tier gives you 10,000 characters a month. The creator plan is $22 a month. Alright, let's bring it home. 7 tools. ChatGPT for your AI assistant. Notion AI for your docs and meeting summaries. Otter for capturing meetings automatically. Canva AI for design and presentations. Descript for video and audio editing. Zapier for automating the repetitive stuff between your apps. And ElevenLabs for voiceovers and narration. Quick word of warning, do not try to implement all 7 of these this week. I know you want to. Don't. Pick one, the one that hurts the most. Use it for a week, then add another. I've seen people burn out trying to adopt everything at once. Slow down, it works better. If this gave you even one thing you're going to act on, hit subscribe. I'm here every week with the tools and workflows that actually move the needle. No fluff, no theory, just what works. I've put links to free trials for every tool in the description below, so you can get started without spending $1. And I want to know, which of these 7 are you going to try first? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. I'll see you in the next one.